Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses are solar, meaning related to the sun, an eclipse, a partial or complete hiding of the sun caused by the moon's shadow. So the moon is going to cover up the sun for a short period of time during a solar eclipse. Shadows are a dark shape that occurs on a surface when something moves between the surface and the light source. So looking at a diagram here, you can see the sun's rays coming to the earth. The moon will pass through these sun rays and cause a shadow. There's two different types of shadow. We have the penumbra and the umbra. The umbra is the darkest part where the complete sun is covered up, and the penumbra, you still see part of the sun. So the moon is a natural satellite of the earth, visible by the reflected light from the sun. So that's the moon there. The penumbra is the part of the shadow where some of the light is cut off, and the umbra is the part of the shadow where all light is cut off. In this diagram here, you can see the penumbra and the umbra, and it shows you where the moon orbits around the earth. Wherever the umbra passes the earth, you have a total eclipse, and wherever just the penumbra passes, that's where you get the partial eclipse. So the orbit is the path the earth takes around the sun, or the path that the moon takes around the earth. Here's what you see when you actually look at the sky. During a partial eclipse, the light from the sun is partially blocked by the moon's shadow, so you still see part of the sun there. An annular eclipse, an eclipse of the sun in which the edge of the sun remains visible as a bright ring around the moon, so you still see that sun there. And a total eclipse is when the light from the sun is completely blocked by the moon's shadow. So all you see here is the atmosphere of the sun. It's the only time that we're able to see the atmosphere of the sun. So path of totality, during a solar eclipse, this path is where the total eclipse can be visible. Comparing a solar eclipse to a lunar eclipse is an eclipse where the moon appears darkened as it passes through the Earth's shadow. A lunar means moon, so that's why we call it a lunar eclipse. You can see from the diagram here that it's the exact opposite of a solar eclipse, where this time the Earth blocks the moon. So the moon doesn't actually produce light. It's reflecting the light of the sun. But if no light from the sun can get to the moon will appear black. So a solar eclipse is where the moon covers the sun, and a lunar eclipse is where the Earth covers the rays of the sun from getting to the moon.